In the last lecture, we saw how social engineering is the art of convincing people to reveal confidential information. In this lecture, we are going to see three main types of social engineering that we should be aware of. So, there are three types of social engineering: human-based, computer-based, and mobile-based. Starting with the human-based social engineering, also called as impersonation. It is the most common technique where the attacker pretends to be someone legitimate or an authorized person. Attackers may impersonate a legitimate or authorized person either personally or using a communication medium such as phone or email. Impersonation helps attackers in tricking a target to reveal sensitive information. Phishing or voice over IP is an impersonation technique, or also called as electronic fraud, in which the attacker tricks individuals to reveal personal and financial information using voice technology such as telephone system, or also simply calling the targets. There are three main types of human-based social engineering: eavesdropping, shoulder surfing, and dumpster diving. Eavesdropping is interception of audio, video, or written communication. It can be done using communication channels such as telephone lines, emails, or even instant messaging. Shoulder surfing uses direct observation techniques such as looking over someone's shoulder to get information such as password, PIN, account numbers. Shoulder surfing can also be done from a longer distance with the aid of vision enhancing devices such as binoculars that are equipped with capability of obtaining long distance information. Dumpster diving is looking for treasure in someone else's trash. It involves collection of phone bills, contact information, financial information, operations related information, and many other. Computer-based social engineering is information which is carried out with the help of computers. Pop-up windows. These are windows that suddenly pop up while surfing the internet and ask for users' information to log in or sign up. You might have encountered pop-up windows. Hoax letters. Hoax letters are emails that issue warnings to the user on new viruses, trojans, worms that may harm user system. Chain letters. Chain letters are emails that offer free gifts such as money and software on the condition that the user has to forward the mail to said number of persons. Instant chat messenger. It is gathering personal information by chatting with a selected online user to get information such as birth dates and maiden names. Spam emails. Irrelevant, unwanted, and unsolicited email to collect the financial information, social security numbers, and network information are some types of fraud emails. Phishing is a practice of sending an illegitimate email falsely claiming to be a form of legitimate site in an attempt to acquire users' personal or account information. Phishing emails or pop-ups redirect user to fake web pages of mimicking trustworthy sites that ask them to submit their personal information. In mobile-based social engineering, information is obtained with the help of mobile apps. Attackers create malicious apps with attractive features and similar names to that of popular apps and publish them on major app stores. Unaware, the users download these apps and get infected by the malware that sends credentials to the attackers. This is how mobile-based social engineering takes place. In first, attacker infects the victim's PC. Next, attacker uploads a malicious application to an app store. The victim logs onto his or her bank account. Malware in the system displays a pop-up message telling the victim to download an application onto his or her phone to receive security messages. Victim downloads the malicious application on his or her phone. At this point, the attacker can access second authentication factor sent to victim from the bank via SMS, and all your money in the account is hence stolen by the attacker. Let us discuss countermeasures to avoid social engineering attacks. Good policies and procedures are ineffective if they are not taught and reinforced by the employees. After receiving training, employees should sign a statement acknowledging that they have understood the policies. The main objectives of social engineering defense strategies are to create user awareness, robust internal networks, and secure policies, plans, and processes. Therefore, the company should train individuals on security policies, should generate awareness about such attacks, restrict access of outsiders in authorized area, prepare a proper incident response team, scrutinize information, implement two-way factor authentication, archive critical data, perform regular risk assessments, and verify background of the employees.